Now, you people watching in this video, right? I dedicate this video to Hero, support of Man City, and lecturer, who I know these are my friends. One lives in LA, the other one lives in Washington. And I know they are the proud supporters of Man City. And who else? Who else of my friends supports Man City? There is a name racing in my mind that I'm not really catching. All right, when it really crosses my mind, I'll come up and obviously let you know about that. But looks like this could be Pep Guardiola's last season at Man City. And who has gone ahead to break this story? It has been none other than David Austin, Tier 1 journalist, coming in from the Athletic and New York Times. He has broken the story. Welcome to our channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Early morning video, obviously coming in through, and this is what we are supposed to do for you all time. Now, David Austin, there is a growing anticipation of this being Pep Guardiola's last season at Man City, although a firm decision will likely be made closer to the campaign finishing, according to numerous well-placed sources outside the club. Now, it is said that it is his last season in there for you. Last season for Pep Guardiola. You get? It's expected to be his last season. And I'm really in support of Pep because in life, there is what we call a 10-year rule, that after 10 years, things change. You get? It happened with Sir Alex Ferguson. It happened with very many others. You understand? The beauty with Sir Alex Ferguson was that there was no lot of competition in there. You understand? The competition was not really huge. But I want to let you know, if you know what we are talking about, things change after 10 years. You understand? So, if things change after 10 years, you understand? You obviously have to understand that Pep has gotten it right. For me, he has gone ahead to get it right because he's that kind of guy that has always gone ahead to obviously put out a very huge shift in performances, and the man that loves his job, he came in through and obviously broke records of Sir Alex Ferguson that Sir Alex Ferguson went ahead to set. You understand? You know, he broke records that Sir Alex Ferguson went ahead to set, if at all you remember. Sir Alex Ferguson was the first manager in the history of English football to go ahead and win a treble. You get? The guy came in through and obviously won a treble. You know, that is Pep Guardiola, right? From there, Pep went ahead to break the record of Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir Alex Ferguson was the first manager in English football to come up and win. He came up and obviously won. He came up and obviously won the Premier League 3 consecutive times. And I think he did it thrice in his career. Pep Guardiola came up, won it thrice, and went ahead to win it the 4th time in a row. That is the power of Pep Guardiola in there for you. So if at all you feel like you are not a person who admits that he has gone ahead to do a lot for English football and even change the look of things in the Premier League, then you are just biased. The guy has done his role. And in the due course of doing his role, looks like he has come at the beginning of the end of his career at Man City. And he is pursuing for something else. And I do support him because if you are Pep, the fact is, there is nothing new that Pep Guardiola is going to be doing at Man City. Let's all admit. You know, that's the fact. There is nothing new that Pep is going to be doing at Man City. I tell you the truth. That is not there. What is he going to do? You know, unless he defends the Champions League, maybe he does what? I can't even say, because he has gone ahead to win the Premier League, I think, 6 times. Is it 5 in the previous 7 seasons? You know, the lad has been has been a revelation that came to the Premier League. People said his style cannot work in the Premier League. And guess what? It has finally gone ahead to showcase that he has gone ahead to come in through and captured the Premier League. He has been the man with the team to beat, and he was always facing big teams. He has humiliated every manager that you've known in the Premier League. And as we speak right now, it's not going on well for him. He has built a very beautiful squad that I think if he can stay there for next season, he's going to turn into the Pep that he was the yesteryears. But I think he's trying to do he's trying to do a Jurgen Klopp. What is the Jurgen Klopp? The Jurgen Klopp is that you build a team and you let it or throw it to another manager. And I like that a lot. Something that Sir Alex Ferguson failed to do at Manchester United when he was leaving. Because if you're a manager like Sir Alex Ferguson, you cannot leave Man United when like 60-70% of the players are in their wee hours of their careers. You get? Ferdinand, Patrice Evra, Gary Neville, you talk of Paul Scholes, talk of Nemanja Vidic, talk of Michael Carrick, Wayne Rooney, Robin Van Persie, Ryan Giggs, Park Jin-sung, Scott Parker. You get? The only young players we had, I think, were the Brazilian twins, Rafael da Silva and the other one. You get? Then there was Shinji Kagawa. There was Nani. He was still young. Who else? Because even Wes Brown was still there. He was also old. I think De Gea was still young. Danny Welbeck from the academy. You understand? So, I think the club of Manchester United just went ahead and really forced Sir Alex Ferguson to leave. Because if it wasn't the case, I think would have gone ahead to build that team better. Anderson was still there, and I think that team was obviously fading out. But what Pep is doing is really great. If he brought in all those players and is waiting for another manager to come in through and obviously put in a shift, that will be something great for him and for the coming manager, that he won't leave the team in a turmoil. Like you see Liverpool and how Liverpool is really acting. They're really acting well, and a lot of things are really going their way as a side of Liverpool. So for me, I'm just waiting to see in today's press conference, because he will come and obviously speak to the media. That is it. It's going to be one of the questions that is going to be posed to him, and you wait for what his answer is going to be like. I'm talking about Pep Guardiola. David Austin went ahead and obviously told us on who they think will get into his boots at Man City. And we've been told that Enzo Maresca high among candidates, Man City, considering in case Pep Guardiola exits next summer. Man City advancing contingency work for possibility of manager change. 45-year-old coach prominent alongside other potential options. So, Enzo Maresca. Now, Enzo Maresca, you understand, he's a very good manager. Worked with Pep at Man City, went ahead and coached in Italy, then he returned to the championship, and now he comes to be managing to be managing Chelsea. And things are not going all well for him at Chelsea. We can all admit, and we all know that. So, going to Man City will be one of his desires. Though, I think the sporting director that took him there is no longer there. You know, there is another one. But I know the structures. He knows exactly what happens at Man City. And I think the players will respect him, because at Chelsea, I think he has gone ahead to beat them. You know, players like managers have gone ahead to obviously beat them, right? Now, I think Pep will make a very good choice. And I think he knows to it that would have gone ahead to love Arteta to come in through, but it's not the case. And we are just waiting for that list of those managers that are being looked at to obviously replace Pep Guardiola. But Enzo Maresca is really one of those. Now, The Telegraph has a correspondent for both Man City and Manchester United. He goes by names of James Darker, right? I think those are his names. though he calls it Telegraph Daka, he goes by the name James Daka. He also does that Man City would not comment on Pep Guardiola's future when contacted by Telegraph Football, and sources close to the club pointed to the new contract he signed 13 months ago, running until June 2027. So that's exactly what you're really having in here onto the Rokani Media Football, and a lot has been said, and it's still indeed being said in here onto our channel, and you're waiting for your reactions into the comment section below. Do you think Pep is gonna end his career at City this season? All that and more into the comment section below. But before we say bye-bye, continue to subscribe to this channel, because the more you subscribe, the more you obviously get into the more you get into our community zone of really getting in stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And after subscribing, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. You can as well support this channel by becoming a member and clicking the join button. And then you can become a bronze member. You can become a gold member in there, depending on what your pocket is like. Bye-bye. Good morning.